9-year-old brutally slain. A senseless death that outraged the country and forever changed how we search for missing children. Shocking unsolved crime number 12 is the murder of Amber Hagerman.
Amber Hagerman is another horrible murder of a beautiful little girl that still remains unsolved. But out of that tragedy came something really, really positive.
The Amber Alert. It is now a familiar part of American life. And it started with the disappearance of one little girl.
Amber was just such a loving child, and she loved everybody. She was very sweet, very kind. She was a very happy little girl. She was the love of our lives.
On January 13th, 1996, Amber Hagerman and her 5-year-old brother Ricky left their home in Arlington, Texas.
They got on the bikes, and as always, millions of times they went around the block, and they were supposed to come right back. Well, Amber didn't come right back. I asked Ricky, where's Sissy at? And I don't know, Mommy. And so my father, he went and got his truck. He went to look for her, and he seen her bicycle laying there, and not Amber, nowhere inside.
Amber was abducted from an abandoned Winn-Dixie parking lot.
I started crying and screaming and walking towards where she was abducted at and screaming her name in disbelief. It can't be happening.
The only witness to the crime, 78-year-old Jimmy Kevill, could provide few details. He described Amber's kidnapper as a man in a black pickup truck.
He turns around to see her just in time, the man picking her up off her bicycle, throwing her in the black truck, and the black truck drives off, and they're gone.
Immediately, local and state law enforcement began searching the area by ground and air.
We got more and more FBI agents and more police officers, and it just grew bigger and bigger, and still just no luck.
Where will my baby home? Let her go, please. Just let her go. She'll find her way home.
If Amber's kidnapper saw Donna's plea, he wasn't moved.
Well, I wanted my little girl found. The media was the only thing that I was able to do. So I did as many interviews as I could. I got Amber's picture out as much as I could.
A man walking his dog found Amber's body 4 days after her disappearance.
The head was face down in the water. Most of the body was kind of crooked around a rock. The current was running fairly fast behind it.
They told me that her throat was cut multiple times. Her body was nude except for one white sock, and her body was face down in the creek bed.
Amber's gruesome death touched a nerve and affected a nation.
Amber and me, we were just everyday normal people. We were just quiet country folks that mind our business, and I was really shocked how the media got involved and how it spread so fast, and it just seemed like the whole world knew about Amber and just within days.
The Center for Missing and Exploited Children helped launch a national early warning system to notify the public whenever a child is abducted. A system they named Amber.
Time is the enemy in a search for a missing child. In 74% of abduction homicides, the child is dead within the first 3 hours. So we have got to mobilize the eyes and ears of the public to generate that key piece of information.
Amber Alerts have become an increasingly important tool in rescuing kidnapped children.
I did not want another mother to feel the way I am feeling, or another child to be butchered like my little girl was. And I knew I just had to just get up and stand up for our kids' rights and for other mothers.
360 children's lives have already been saved as a direct result of Amber Alert broadcasts.
That really changed the way that people look for missing children by using the national media. So out of that terrible, horrible, unsolved case has come something really positive and a real legacy for little Amber.
The search for Amber's killer continues. Still, Donna Norris can take some solace.
It means a lot to me because when my daughter was here, she was always such a little mommy to other children, and she always took care of them. So I think this is just another way for her to keep doing what she was doing, taking care of children and keeping them safe.
Coming up on 20 Most Shocking Unsolved Crimes, a nation is paralyzed when murder comes by mail, and a beautiful little girl meets an ugly end. Plus,
she allegedly said the minute that she realized her daughter wasn't there, "They've taken her."